Hello everybody, welcome to June's Pickups 2017, and I'm going to start this month with Xbox because I have next to none of it, which is kind of rare for me. I found a lot of Xbox in my area, so not finding very much of it is kind of funky. So we'll start out with Xbox One. This is the only Xbox One game I got. It is Star Wars Battlefront. It was the only Xbox One game the person had at a yard sale, so I figured I may as well grab it. Why not, right? Then I got two original Xbox games, and they're both racing games, which I actually like quite a bit, especially on the original Xbox. This first one is Midnight Club 3. The Midnight Club games are actually really fun. They're Need for Speed-esque, but they have more of a story to them. They're made by Rockstar. I like them, actually. I think they're fun. Then we have L.A. Rush, made by Midway, so I haven't played this yet, but if it's made by Midway, I would assume it's more arcadey. Who knows, though? Probably fun, just haven't played it yet. I'm going to put in a little clip here of some stuff I got for PlayStation. So I picked up this bunch of PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 stuff. You can see the shelf is really what I wanted, because this bad boy is filled to the brim with complete shovelware, which is the entirety of the PlayStation 1's library, let's be honest. But there was a couple things in there, I'll show them after. This one was kind of neat. It's one of those PlayStation 2 demo discs, and they were kind enough to cut out these on the back. These are the playable demos, and there is Suikoden, which I'm happy about, because that's a really fun game. Contra is on there. There's Rygar. Rygar is a really good movie, so that's a neato. The Grandia Extreme sounds kind of neat, I guess. I don't know. There's a bunch of shovelware in here. Again, I took a couple of the games themselves out, and I'll go over those, but that's what that is. Alrighty, so those the PlayStation 1 games that I picked out were Army Men Air Attack. The people that I got this from really liked their Army Men games, so Army Men 3D. I like the Army Men games, I think they're alright. 3DO is a good company, and I think they did a good job making these games. World War, Army Men World War. They're decent. Army Men Sarge's Heroes 1 and 2. Those are all the Army Men games. Then we have Extreme Pinball. I love pinball games. Pinball on the original PlayStation is kind of cool to me, because I don't have any, so that's kind of neat. Activision Classic Games for the 2600. I like this because this means I don't have to hook up my 2600 as often as I do. So I'm kind of happy about that. There's a lot of really good games on here. I'll let you take a closer look if you're curious. Pitfall is fantastic, of course. Ice hockey was actually really good too. I think I'm losing my voice, sorry about that. Next up we got the lone PSP game. It is Daxter. I found this and a couple other games at a flea market. That's where I got those at. And then I got some PlayStation 2 games. First is SD Gundam Force Showdown. This game is decent from what I've heard. It's a Gundam game, so it can't be that bad, you know. I love me some Gundam. I think it looks neat. And then we got one that I'm pretty excited for. Rayman Arena. I used to enjoy the heck out of Rayman 64. So Rayman Arena, I'm sure, will be just as good as my hopes will have it be. And then we got Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Not entirely sure where I got this, because I have like 100 copies of this, so where I got this from I don't know, but everybody knows what Grand Theft Auto is. Oh, I do know where I got that, actually. I got that with the PlayStation 2. Same with this. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I got this with the PlayStation 2 that had the the shelf with it, and the Grand Theft Auto game and this game as well, which is Medal of Honor Frontline. Not a shooter fan. Medal of Honor games are good shooter games, but I'm not into the genre personally. SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs, same story. Decent games, but I'm not a fan of the genre. And this also came with the PlayStation 2, that is ATV Off-Road Fury. I used to love this game when the PlayStation 2 was at its peak, so like 2003, I think, roughly. Then the PlayStation 2 also came with a black controller with everything being okay there. A sort of teal controller here with, again, everything being okay. It's just this wire that's in the way. Everything's good there. And it came with this blue controller, which, again, everything's okay. I like these sort of transparent controllers for the PlayStation. They remind me a lot of the Funtastic controllers for the N64. So that's neato. I like those. Then we also got, for some reason, this was on this is a weird story, but Grand Theft Auto 3 was outside in the rain for some reason. I don't know where it came from, but it was outside. The disc is perfect. Well, it's not perfect. It has like dust and rain spots on it, but it has 0 scratches, which is very impressive for it being outside. It was in a case, but the case obviously was completely ruined. So I'm okay with that though. And the final PlayStation game. I got this at a yard sale. The person just kind of had it. They didn't really want it. It's Batman Arkham Origins. The Batman games are fantastic. The recent Batman games, very, very good. I enjoy the heck out of them. Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, all those are fantastic. Then we'll move... Oh, I should show these as well. These are memory cards. They're just, you know, crappy little memory cards. They're not first party from what I can tell. They came with the PlayStation 2 as well. So, that's quite alright by me. I don't mind that. I got Fantastic Four on GBA. I got this at a yard sale just because it was a quarter and I don't have it. So, I figure, even though Fantastic Four games are almost always horrible, I'll give it a shot. Then this next game is, for the GameCube, it is Hot Wheels World Race. There are very few consoles that if I see a game, I'm going to pick up a game for it if I don't have it. GameCube is one of them, just because there's so many games on the GameCube that I really like, and I don't know if there's games out there that are great that I just don't know about, so I try to pick up GameCube games whenever I see them, even if I know nothing about them, just because I think they're cool. Next up we got Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the video game. I think they made multiple of these on the GameCube system. I know they made more Lego Star Wars games, but I mean like sequel to this one. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know. This, I'm not really into the Lego Star Wars games. I liked Lego City Undercover, but Lego Star Wars games aren't my thing. Next up was this white case at the flea market. I opened it, and I was excited to find Brawl in it. Okay with that. Why would I not? Why would I not be? So I picked that up. Doesn't have anything for a cover or anything. It's just a white case. Then we got Acme Arsenal. Don't know what it is, but it's a Wii game. Wii is notorious for having a ton of shovelware, but hey, you never know, right? Red Steel 2. This game I actually enjoy a lot. It's one of the few games that works really well with Wii Motion Plus specifically. I feel like games that were built specifically for the Wii turn out way better than games that were just ported to the Wii. And this is a prime example. Red steel is fabulous. Then we have Fishing Master. Never heard of it. I got it just because I saw the little Hudson bee, the Hudson Soft logo. So figure it's probably just a fishing game, but if it's got the Hudson name, how bad can it really be? Then I got, surprisingly, one Wii U game at a yard sale. Unfortunately, it's just Epic Mickey 2, but I was shocked to see a Wii U game at a yard sale, honestly. Surprised me pretty good. This is something else. This is a tin that I got at a yard sale, first of all. I like the tin. I think it's a neato tin. It's 98 apparently. And these were from a yard sale. This didn't come in the tin. I just found these games at a separate yard sale. I was ecstatic to find Mario Kart 64 because I love this game. And they also had Mario Tennis. Very clean copies too. I put a lot of effort into cleaning these bad boys off, so they were nearly spotless. Unfortunately, the Mario Kart is player's choice, but no, you can't win them all. I still think it is a fantastic game, and it looks great. It's one of the best conditioned Mario Karts I've ever seen in my life. So I'm very happy with that. And put those back on the tin instead of in it. Then we got another little Pokemon tin. This one is actually, I think it's from a game of some sort, because inside are playing cards. And these don't look like normal playing cards, these look like cards from a game or something. So my assumption is that this is from a game. I don't know what game or anything like that, but, you know, playing cards that are Pokemon in a neato little tin. I figured I picked it up. I think it was like $1 or something. So, if it's that cheap, why would I not get it? While we're on the topic of Pokemon, I got this sweet little Metagross. If you push his head, all his legs sort of, yeah, and then he does a little roar there. He was $1. I think he's neato. He'll sit on my shelf and it'll look good while he's doing it. So I'm happy about that. And then the last Pokemon thing was this little Krogunk. I think he's pretty cool looking. He's smushed a little bit. I had to give him a repair job, but he's okay now. He's a little misproportioned, and the cat really likes him. I don't know how I'm gonna get all that hair off, but I think he's neat. I think he's neato. I like him. So he'll also sit well on the shelf. Oh, I lied. That actually wasn't the final Pokemon thing. This is the final Pokemon thing. This is just a binder. There's nothing in it. There were cards in it, but I gave the cards to my nephew because I don't really do cards, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, I have some, but I don't really look for them, and my nephew is prime age for this. So I just like the binder because this is very similar, if not the same binder that I had when I was younger. And I like it especially because it says Wizards of the Coast. So I know that it's at the very least older, because Wizards of the Coast were, well, they are a very quality brand. You can definitely rest assured that you're getting quality if it's Wizards of the Coast. And it's also Fat Pikachu, which makes me happy. Got that in a free pile at a yard sale. And then at a thrift store I found, ironically, not at the same place. This is actually at a thrift store. The first thing was at a yard sale. This is at a thrift store. But it's a Yu-Gi-Oh one. Basically the same exact thing, but just in Yu-Gi-Oh form. The whole Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon, which TCG is better, I don't really care. If it's shows and games, I liked Pokemon better. But if it's trading cards alone, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh better. But Magic was my favorite trading card, so I'm going to be honest with you, so it's kind of not fair to compete there. Then this is neato. It is a Star Wars Rogue One lunchbox. I got this at a yard sale as well. It was $1. Apparently it is Gillette. It says Gillette on the back. I'll show you. Pretty sure Gillette does razors. Yeah, there you go, Gillette. I think they're the Razor company, but it's just a big old lunchbox. I think it's neato. Nothing in it. But I remember watching this movie not that long ago, actually. I think it came out in 2016. So I thought that was neato when I saw it. The movie was good, I think. I liked it. I'm not gonna go in depth on it because a lot of people probably haven't seen it. It's a Star Wars movie though, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Next up we got a couple DVDs. First up we got Star Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith. I love the Star Wars movies. Star Wars 3, a lot of people hate it because of this man right here, but I actually quite liked it. I think it's decent. I think it's an underrated Star Wars movie. Then we got Death Note. Now this I know a lot of people really like. It's based on the books and the show, but I can't really vouch for it personally, but I know a lot of people like it, so I think it was $1 at a yard sale or something like that. And then the one I'm most excited for is a nice speed racer with this neato tire tread. I'm sure you can hear it. It's a tire tread slipcover. It's really cool. I like this one a lot. I'm very excited about this. It has some fantastic episodes. It has 1 through 11. And these were the original ones from the 60s. Yeah, 66. I'm very excited about this. And then I got one VHS, which is Pete's Dragon. One of the better live action mixed with animation movies. I adore it, actually. I think it's very good. I think it's a very good movie. The child actor in that, I can't remember his name, the redheaded boy, he's a fantastic actor in that movie. He did a fantastic job. Then I got a couple books. I got Claymore 1 through 6. From what I know, this is kind of like Berserk, but it's a female character. I'm going to whip it up and see if I can't find a page that doesn't have anything indecent on it, just in case, so you can see the art style. Here's a page that represents the art style a little bit better. Ran out of storage on my camera for a second there, but I think it looks very nice. This is, again, book 1 through 6. I think these were like $0.25 a piece or something. I also got a couple strategy guides. This one here is for Black and White, the first one, not the second one. So that's kind of neat. I like the Black and White games. I like the second ones better, personally. But the first ones are kind of neato, too. They're all dog-eared at the top, which is a shame. But I also got this one, which is Mystery Dungeon, Red and Blue. I like this game a lot, actually. I think this one's a ton of fun. I have it on the GBA, and I adore it. It's actually really good. It's a Pokemon strategy game. I recommend it if you've never played it. So these are kind of neat. I think these were $1 or something. Pretty sure I got these at a yard sale. But I like them. I think they're cool. They're pretty big, so they didn't really fit on the camera too well. And they have the original Cubone was red, I believe, box art. Cubone was on the side of the red box. I don't know if he was on the side of blue or not, but I know he was on the side of red. So, those are the strategy guides. Next up, I got a whole bunch of these Dragon Ball little comic book guys. This is 14, 22, and 28 through 41 for issues. So those are neat. I like how they make the little rainbow there. Personally, I like Dragon Ball better than Dragon Ball Z. I know that's a pretty controversial opinion, but it's the truth. I think Dragon Ball's story is better told, and the characters obviously being the same, they're more memorable to me as youth. But Dragon Ball, I think, is better than Dragon Ball Z. It's also what I grew up with, so don't hate me. But that is the end of what I got, so I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you at the end of July.